Hello children, now we are going to the second section of our video, chemistry. The lesson name is atom and molecule. Let's go for the video section.
Hello children, now I am going to take lesson number 7, chemistry, atoms and molecules. It is a very interesting lesson. In this lesson we are going to see atom as well as molecules. In the universe, all the elements and all the things is made up of atoms and molecules. Let's go to the next section. Learning objects of atoms and molecules. First one, definition of atom and molecules. Modern atomic theory. Atomic mass, relative atomic mass, average atomic mass. In molecules, molecular mass, relative molecular mass, average molecular mass. The difference between atom and molecules. Percentage composition and mole concept. Avogadro hypothesis and its function and some worked problems. This chapter help us to score more marks. So concentrate more in this chapter and view this video section and utilize it. Now we are going to see the structure of atom. Atoms are made up of nucleus. Inside the nucleus we have protons, neutrons and electrons. Protons which have the positive charge and electrons which have a negative charge, and neutron is a neutral charge. Atom. An atom is the basic unit of matter. It is the ultimate particle of an element. It may or may not have independent extent. Example, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. do not have independent extent. Helium, argon, neon do have an independent extent. Now we are going to see molecules. Molecule is formed when two or more atoms join together chemically. That is called as a molecules. This is the picture of molecules. Two or more atoms are combined to form a molecules. It may be a oxygen molecule, example, hydrogen molecule or NaCl molecule, or these are considered as a molecule. The idea of atom was proposed by Greek philosophers in 5th century, but the theory was more philosophical than scientific. The first scientific theory was proposed by John Dalton. Few of the postulates of Dalton theory about an atom were found incorrect by later on, and then it was studied by J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, Neil Bohr and Scott Dinger. In the light of the result of researchers, most of the limitation of Dalton theory were removed and new theory known as the modern atomic theory was put forward. The main postulates are modern atomic theory as follows. The main postulates of modern atomic theory. An atom is considered to be a divisible particle. An atom is no longer divisible after the discovery of electron, proton and neutron. Atom of the same element may not similar in all respects. Example, isotopes Cl 1735 and Cl 1737. Atoms of different element may have the similar atomic mass, that is similar in some aspects, that is called as the isobars. Ar 1840 and Ca calcium 2040. Atom is the smallest particle which can take parts in a chemical reactions. The ratio of atom in a molecule may be fixed and integral but may not be simple. C12H22 O11. It's not a simple ratio. The mass of an atom may be converted into energy, that is E is equal to mc square. Atom of one element can be transmuted into atom of other element. In other words, atom is no longer indestructible. Discovery of a artificial transmutation. Modern atomic theory is the basis of all studies of chemical, physical processes that involves atom. You have studied most of the fundamental ideas about an atom in a lower classes, that is 8th or ninth. So now we are going to see the next section. Atom and atomic mass. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Atoms are building blocks of matter. Since matter has mass, it must due to its atom. According to the modern atomic theory, an atom consists of subatomic particles such as proton, neutrons and electrons. I already explained you what is meant by proton, neutrons and electrons. Protons and neutrons have a considerable mass, but electrons do not have a considerable mass. The mass of an atom is mainly contributed its proton and neutron. Hence, the sum of the number of protons and neutrons of an atom is called as the mass number. Now we are going to see relative atomic mass, that is RAM. As an atom is very small, its absolute mass cannot be determined directly. They measured the mass of equal number of atoms of two or more elements at a time to determine their relative mass. They established one element as a standard, gave it arbitrary value of atomic mass, and using the value they measured the relative mass of the other atom. The mass obtained by this way is called relative atomic mass. Later, hydrogen atom was replaced by oxygen atom as a standard. Now the stable isotopes of carbon with atomic mass 12 is used as the standard for the measuring relative atomic mass of an element. Relative atomic mass of an element is the ratio between the average mass of its isotopes to 1 by 12th part of mass of an carbon 12 atom. It is denoted as A1. Otherwise, it is called as a standard atomic weight. In the relative atomic mass, we are going to see the gram atomic mass. Relative atomic mass is only a ratio, so it has no unit. If the atomic mass of an element is expressed in grams, so it is called as a gram atomic mass. Some of the example are given below. Gram atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 gram and gram atomic mass of carbon is 12 gram and nitrogen is 14 gram, oxygen is 16 gram, sodium is 23 grams. Next, we are going to see average atomic mass, AAM. Average atomic mass of an element is weighed the average of the masses of its naturally occurring isotopes. When you calculate the average atomic mass, you need three pieces of information. One is number of isotopes, and mass of each isotopes, the percentage abundance of each isotopes. The atomic mass of an element given in the periodic table are average atomic mass. Sometimes the term atomic weight is used to mean average atomic mass. It is observed from the periodic table that atomic mass of most of the elements are not whole numbers. For instance, I am giving one example. Atomic mass of carbon given in the periodic table is 12.01 AMU, not 12.00. AMU. The reason is that while calculating atomic mass of carbon, both of the natural isotopes such as carbon 12 and carbon 13 are considered. The natural abundance of C12, C13 are 98.90 and 1.10 percentage respectively. Now we are going to see the element name, atomic number and atomic mass. It is so important to understand that if it is mentioned that atomic mass of carbon is 12 AMU, it refers to the average atomic mass of carbon isotopes, not the mass of individual atom of carbon. So now we are going to see atomic number and atomic mass. First one is hydrogen. Atomic number is 1, atomic mass also 1. Helium 2, 4. Lithium 3, 7. Beryllium 4, 9. Boron 5, 11. Carbon 6, 12. Nitrogen 7, 14. Oxygen 8, 16. Fluorine 9, 19. Neon 10, 20. Sodium 11, 23. Magnesium 12, 24. Aluminium 13, 27. Silicon 14, 28. Phosphorus 15, 31. Sulfur 16, 32. Chlorine 17, 35.5. Argon 18, 40. Potassium 19, 39. Calcium 20, 40. Atomic number and atomic mass respectively. I gave you all the elements, most of the elements I covered. In textbook they gave some of the element, I think only 4 or 5 elements only they gave. I gave many elements and just students mark it out the atomic number and the atomic mass of these elements. Now we are going to see molecule and molecular mass. Except noble gas, atoms of most of the elements are found in the combined form with itself or atom on the other element. So it is called as a molecule. Molecule is a combination of two or more atoms held together by strong chemical force of attraction. Example, chemical bonds. An important thing, all compounds are molecule but all molecule not compound. Elements are found in the combined form with itself. Now we are going to see the types of molecule. A molecule may be an element or compound. If a molecule is made up of a similar kind of atom, then it is called as a homoatomic molecule. The molecule that consists of atom with different element is called as a heteroatomic molecule. So, molecule which have a similar kind, that is chlorine, chlorine, oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen are combined to form a molecule. That is called as a homoatomic molecule. When heteroatomic molecules which have a different element, for example, hydrogen and chlorine, hydrogen and oxygen, and sodium and chlorine, that is water, NaCl and HCl, these are the heteroatomic molecule. Homoatomic molecules are classified in monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic, polyatomic. So number of atom is present in monoatomic is 1, and number of atom is present in diatomic is 2, and number of atom is present in a triatomic is 3. More than 3 atoms are present is called a polyatomic. In accordance with the number of atoms present in the molecule, heteroatomic molecule, that is a different element. So atoms which contains different element is called as a heteroatomic. It consists of 2 atoms but different element, that is hydrogen and chlorine. So its atomicity is 2. It is a heterodiatomic molecules. Similarly, the water molecules contains 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So its atomicity is 3. It is a hetero-triatomic molecule. So we are going to see the classification: diatomic, triatomic and polyatomic. The atomicity is 2, we will call as a diatomic, and it is 3, we will called as triatomic, and more than 3 we will call as a polyatomic. Now we are going to see atomicity. What is meant by atomicity? Number of atoms in the given molecule. The number of atoms are present in the molecule. It is called as a atomicity. For example, oxygen, that is O2, and the atomicity is 2. If ozone is O3 and the atomicity is 3. And benzene C6H6 and the atomicity is 12 because C6H6, 6 plus 6, 12. So like this, all the elements also you can able to calculate. Relative molecular mass, RMM. Relative molecular mass of an element is the average mass of one molecule of an element or compound when compared with the mass of an atom of carbon C12, which taken as a 12 units. So, relative molecular mass of an element or compound is defined as mass of one molecule of an element or compound divided by 1 by 12 into mass of one carbon 12 atom. Relative molecular mass of a molecule is equal to the sum of relative atomic mass of all atoms in the molecule. Now we are going to see the difference between atoms and molecules. Even though atoms are the basis components of a molecule, they differ in many aspects when compared to the molecule. Now see the tabular column. Atom. Atom of a small particle of an element that can takes place in chemical reaction. Molecules. The smallest particle of an element or a compound that can exist freely. Atom is a non-bonded entity. Molecule is a bonded entity. Atom may or may not exist freely. Molecule can exist freely. Before itself I told you, except some of the noble gas, other atoms are highly reactive. Molecules are less reactive. These are the difference between atoms and molecules. Mark it, it's very important question. So far we discussed about matters in the terms of individual atom and molecules. Atomic mass units provide a relative class for a mass of an element. Since atoms have such small masses, so no usable scale can be devised to view them. It is a calibrated unit of an atomic mass unit. In any real situation, we deal with the macroscopic samples containing enormous numbers of atoms. Therefore, it is convenient to have a special unit to describe a very large number of atoms. The idea of a unit to denote the particular numbers of object, it's not new. For example, the pair, 2 items. For dozen, 12 items. For all familiar units. So, likewise, atoms or molecules also have the same measurement. It is called as a moles. So, you can now understand mole denotes number of particles are present. Mole concept. To refer the quantity of the substance in the terms of number of molecules or atom. So, a new unit called mole was introduced. 1 mole of any species, that is atom, molecule, ion or particles, is the quantity is a number having a mass equal to its atomic or molecular mass in grams. Number of moles of the substance can be calculated by various means depending on the data available, number of moles of the molecule, number of moles of the atom, and number of moles of the gas, and number of moles of the ion. In this mole concept, now we are going to see mole of atoms. 1 mole of the element contain 6.023 into 10 power 23 atom and it is equal to its gram atomic mass. Example, 1 mole of oxygen contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 atom of oxygen and its gram atomic mass is 16 grams. Mole of molecules. 1 mole of a matter contains the same 6.023 into 10 power 23. This 6.023 into 10 power 23 is the Avogadro number and it is equal to its gram molecular mass. I'll be telling you one example. 1 mole of oxygen contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules of oxygen and its gram molecular mass is 32. Atom mass is 60 and molecular mass is 32. Children, you have any doubt? Atom is O. Molecule is O2. So, atom which have a 16 means molecules 16 plus 16 we will get a 32. The next one is molar volume. 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liter or 22400 ml, that is 22,400 ml at STP. This volume is called as a molar volume. Calculation of a number of moles by different modes. Number of moles. The formula is mass divided by atomic mass and the mass divided by molecular mass. Number of atom divided by 6.023 into 10 power 23. Number of moles 6.023 into 10 power 23. This picture refers to a mole concept picture, how we can calculate the mole from different mass or atomic mass. If you have a mass and atomic mass, we can able to find the mole. If we have a number of atoms and Avogadro number, we can able to find the number of moles. If they gave a number of molecules also, we can able to find the number of moles. So far, we are dealing with the number of entities present in the given substance, but many times information regarding the percentage of particular element present in the compound is required. The percentage composition of an compound presents the mass of each element present in 100 grams of the compound. Let us understand the percentage composition of oxygen and hydrogen by taking the example of H2O. Mass of an element, the formula of mass of the element is mass of that element in the compound divided by molar mass of the compound into 100. The molar mass of water is, that is hydrogen is 2 and the gram mass is 1 and plus oxygen is 16. So, we will get as a 18 gram. And the next one, mass percentage of hydrogen and mass percentage of oxygen. So, mass of a hydrogen, how much H is 2 and divided total we get 18, no? So, divided 18, that is a molar mass of a compound, 18 into 100. We will get a 11.11 percentage. Next, mass percentage of oxygen. The value of oxygen is 16 and molar mass of the compound is, we already calculated as a 18 grams. So, 18 into 100, that is 88.89 percentage. This percentage composition is useful to determine the empirical formula of molecular formula. Avogadro hypothesis. In 1811, Avogadro framed a hypothesis based on the relationship between the number of molecules present in the equal volume of gases in different conditions. So, equal volume of all gases at the same temperature and pressure contains the same number of molecules. So, 1 mole of any gas at STP is 22.4 liters. Avogadro law, it states, that is, I already explained you, this is the Avogadro's law. Equal volume of all gas at the same temperature and pressure contains a equal number of molecules. Mark it is this, it's a very important question. Application of Avogadro's law. It is used to determine the atomicity of gases. It is helpful in determining the molecular formula of gaseous compound. It established the relationship between vapor density and molecular mass of a gas. It gives the value of molar volume of a gases at STP. The molar volume of gas at STP is 22.4 liter at STP or 22,400 centimeter cube. A very important topic in this atom and molecule lesson is relation between vapor density and relative molecular mass. The first one is we are going to write the relative molecular mass definition and vapor density definition. First, relative molecular mass. A mass of one molecule of gas or vapor to the mass of one atom of hydrogen. Vapor density is a ratio of mass of one volume of gas or vapor to the mass of one volume of hydrogen. The relationship between we are going to see now. First, the relative molecular mass. Again, you have to write the relative molecular mass of a gas, mass of one molecule of gas or vapor to the mass of one atom of hydrogen. Put it as a first equation. Again, the vapor density, mass of one volume of a gas or vapor to the mass of one volume of hydrogen, and mark it as a second equation. Now we are applying a Avogadro law. He mentioned that equal volume of all gases contains equal number of molecules. So, let the number of molecule is one volume. So, mass of one molecule of a gas or vapor. So, molecule will become as a molecule because according to the Avogadro law, molecule is equal to a volume. So, mass of one molecule of gas or vapor to the mass of one molecule of hydrogen. This is mark it as a third equation. Since hydrogen is a diatomic molecule, so the vapor density is defined mass of one molecule or gas or vapor. We already put one molecule, so it is a diatomic, so 2 into mass of one atom of hydrogen. Mark it as a fourth equation. Multiplying the both the side, equation 4 by 2, we get 2 into vapor density is equal to mass of one molecule of gas or vapor divided by mass of one atom of hydrogen. So compare the first and the fifth equation. So 2 into vapor density is equal to, we already learned the mass of one molecule of gas or vapor to the mass of one atom of hydrogen is the relative molecular mass of a gas or vapor. Therefore, 2 into vapor density is equal to relative molecular mass of gas or vapor. This is a relation between. So, 2 Vd. Vd means vapor density. Rmm is relative molecular mass. So, you can easily remember 2 Vd is equal to Rmm. Now we are going to see about the Avogadro number. I already told you the Avogadro number is 6.023 into 10 power 23. The number of atoms or molecules or ion present in 1 mole of substances is called Avogadro number. Its value is 6.023 into 10 power 23. Students, remember the Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23. 1 mole of oxygen contains represented 6.023 into 10 power 23 atom of oxygen. If 1 mole of oxygen is a value is this, if a 5 mole of oxygen is 5 into 6.023 into 10 power 23. In case it is 8, 8 into 6.023 into 10 power 23. If it is 10, yes, 10 into 6.023 into 10 power 23. To find the number of moles, there are certain definitions and formulas are there. First, if you want to find the number of mole, mass, atomic mass. Number of moles, mass divided by molecular mass. if number of moles, number of molecules divided by 6.023 into 10 power 23. So remember all these formulas and make a note on these formulas. Using this formula, shall we put the problem sums? First one. Find the gram molecular mass of water, that is H2O. So H, which has a 2 and H value is 1. So I already put it in a slide before it. Value of hydrogen and value of helium, value of oxygen, nitrogen, carbon. So remember all these things and only you can able to put the sums. So first hydrogen, which have 2 and the value of hydrogen is 1, so 2 ones are 2. Oxygen, which have only 1, the value of oxygen is 16, so it is 16. So 2 plus 16 is 18 grams. The gram molecular mass of water is 18 grams. Now we are going to see the another sum of the same model. Find the gram molecular mass of a carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is CO2. So carbon is 1, oxygen is 2. So first write carbon is 1 and oxygen is 2. So carbon value is 12, oxygen value is 16. So 1 12s are 12, 2 16s are 32. If you add, you will get an answer, that is 44. Gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44 gram. So some times students will forget to put a gram, that is unit. So don't forget to put the unit, 44 gram. The next one, how to calculate the number of molecules. So first one, number of molecules in 11 grams of carbon dioxide. The formula of number of molecules is Avogadro number into given mass divided by gram molecular mass. We already calculated a gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44 grams. Okay. So number of molecules is equal to Avogadro number. You know what is mean by Avogadro number? Yes. 6.023 into 10 power 23 into given mass. The question they are given as 11 grams. So substitute that 11 divided by gram molecular mass is 44. If you substitute, we will get a and cancel 1.51 into 10 power 23 molecules. So keep as it is 10.23. So 11 ones are 11, 11 fours are. If you divide a 6.023 divided by 4, you will get an answer 1.51 into 10 power 23 molecule. Don't forget to put the unit molecule. The next one. Calculate the number of molecules in 360 grams of glucose. The same formula you have to substitute Avogadro number into given mass divided by gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass of glucose, you should find it out, that is 180 gram. Number of molecules 6.023 into 10 power 23 into 360 divided by 180. So keep as it is the 10 power 23 and cancel 180 and 360 and you will get a 180 ones are and 2s are 0 0 will cancel, 18 ones are 18, 18 2s are 36. Okay, so 6.023 into 2 will get a 12.046 into 10 power 23 molecule. Now to calculate the number of mass. The first one is 4.6 grams of sodium. The number of moles is given mass and the sodium value is 23. So you will get 0.2 gram of sodium. The second sum is 81 grams of aluminum. So formula of number of moles is given mass divided by aluminum value is 27. So 27 ones are 27 and 27 threes are 81. So 3 moles of aluminum. Calculate number of moles. Number of moles in 12.046 into 10 power 23 atoms of copper. So formula is number of moles is equal to number of molecules divided by Avogadro's number. Number of molecules 12.046 into 10 power 22 divided by 6.023 into 10 power 23. So 6.023 one time and 12.046 are twice, so cancel, so you will get 2. So 10 power 22, 10 power 23, so you will get a 0.2 moles. Next problem. Calculate the number of moles of a substance containing 3.0115 into 10 power molecules in it. So they are asked to calculate the number of moles. Formula is number of molecules divided by Avogadro number. Number of molecules they already gave 3.0115 into 10 power 23 divided by 6.023 into 10 power 23, that is Avogadro number. So 10 power 23, 10 power 23 will cancel and divide it, and you will get the 1 divided by 2, that is 0.5 moles. And we are going to see how to calculate the percentage composition. Molar mass of CH4, C which has 12 and H the value is 1, so 4 ones are 4, so 12 plus 4 is 16 grams. Now we are going to see the mass percentage of carbon. 12, carbon which contains 12, and total molar mass of compound is 16, so into 100 you will get 75 percentage. Obviously, if you calculate 75, then you will get a 25 only. Let me put the sum. Mass percentage of hydrogen. The hydrogen value is 4 and total molar mass of compound is 16. So 4 divided by 16 into 100, that is 25 percentage. In this, our lesson atoms and molecules gets over, and go through all the solved problems and memorize all the formulas which I taught you now, and work out all the problems which I taught you, and memorize the formulas regularly. Daily you memorize the definition and the formula in this lesson. This is a very important lesson which carries 7 marks and also 4 marks. More questions they are asking frequently from this lesson. So pay attention on this lesson. And here comes your textbook evaluation with the question and the answer key.